SL to the UG, you might have knew me, but let me introduce you to the new me. What's good, lifers? Hello, world. Yeah, I ain't got much enough for content today, but I do have a new podcast I'm dropping today, so listen along. I'm gonna play it right after this clip. Let me know what you think.
This is a PressCTRLMedia production. The use of profanity is strongly encouraged, and some terms we use are offensive. These are our opinions at one moment in time and are subject to shift. Views expressed are completely ours and do not reflect any past, present, or future employer.
Peace and light, peace and life. It is September 7th, 2020. What's good, Steph?
What's going on, Slug?
Same old same, love. How you been?
I've been good.
Yeah, me too.
You know what? Do I even ask you when you ask me that? You always ask me how I'm doing. Do I say, how you doing, Slug?
Nah, you don't never say it, but you know I go ahead and respond anyway.
I apologize. How you doing?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. I had a good weekend, yo. It was rejuvenating. It was good to have some time off.
That's good. That's good. Family time?
Yeah, family time. Yeah, we went OT. Had a good time. Spent some time with our extended family.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I stayed at the house with my fellas. I just had all the boys. The girls was gone. I just had the fellas.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I know y'all had a good time. Ate good. They played the game, did boy stuff. Exactly. They don't bother you, huh?
You know what's crazy? When it's just me and the boys at the house, I straight spoil them. Like I cook whatever they want. Like
that's what you supposed to do. That's what you supposed to do, man. Hey, my mama and my grandma, I said they always love me.
Yeah. I don't do it for the girls. When the girls be there, I be telling them to cook for me.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't saying you got to train them for, but women should know how to cook. Women teach men to cook.
That's right.
If they have sons, they're going to have to teach their sons to cook. So it's like, okay, if that man, he's not the best chef, he's still going to make do.
Yeah.
But that woman, she got to be able to prepare them meals and take that tradition and them recipes.
You better know it.
All right, Steph, I mean, it's Monday. Our last 3 episodes of Monday in the Mix, we was with the shit and we talked about sex. Hey, let's talk about life. Let's talk about life and its purpose this Monday.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. Our self-awareness. Steph, do you have a deep understanding of yourself and how you currently live? Just your life?
I think so. I think for the most part, everybody know themselves. Whether you trying to lie to yourself or not, you really, really know where you at in your life. Yeah,
you got to be man or woman enough to evaluate it. You can't just let it just linger on and you go in this direction and that direction and you never sit down and figure out what direction you trying to go in. And the only way you can do that is see exactly where you're at in life now. So you have to sit down with a plan and evaluate yourself and your basic circumstances.
It is because at some point you have to be honest with yourself. Yeah,
you have to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're not honest with yourself about yourself, who else will be? Other people to you will just have an opinion of you. But if you can't sit down and really analyze, I think that's once you evaluate, you gotta analyze. Step number 2, lifers, analyze who you are once you evaluate who you are. It's different than knowing, but digging a little deeper and seeing why you do the things that you do, or you have the thinking or the programming that you do. I think that's the second step.
You're right. I think me and my friend was talking. We was talking about when it comes to like you say how you are the way you are, and I thought about when I was younger, my sister was way spoiler than me, right? So my mom used to kind of cater to her so she wouldn't get upset, You know, I knew that. Me and my mom had a great relationship. But sometimes I used to be like, I used to kind of be like, dang, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was it something y'all talked about, or it was just understood?
Nope, it was something we talked about it too. You know what I'm saying? It was something we talked about it too because, you know, that's just how we did talk about it. And then I used to get mad with my sister because I used to be like, you already know that mom gonna do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that. And I used to get mad with my sister. But I think in life, like older, that taught me kind of to not really
entertain or go all the way in on
with myself. I always I feel it took me to always put myself second because I always did that as a child. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you saying it?
So I think when you always say that I'm a fixer, I'm not a fixer, but I do like Oh
Lord, Steph, we really getting deep today. Hold on, let me sit up in my chair. Let me position myself for this conversation. So you basically saying is the reason you fix people now because
I don't fix people. Stop saying I fix people. No, but I think that I do have that characteristic. I'm not saying I don't. I do. But I like that, though. So it's not, I guess.
Life is if you've been here from day one, you know that Steph has fixed people ever since fixing people was fixing people. So damn, now she gonna get mad at me for just reiterating the fact that damn, we already know about Steph. But we trying to get to it now. Like you started this as a child. Like you had a pack of understanding with your mother. You ain't want your sister not to feel a certain type of way. And I understand that. Like,
I definitely did. I definitely did.
I laugh and tell my mother all the time my sister was the favorite child. Yeah. and I knew that because when my sister wanted something, she got it.
Yeah.
But when it came to me, it was like, if we can, we can. If we don't, he'll be okay.
Well, and I don't look at it like that. See, I don't look at it like that. Like I said, I understood it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was neglected. I'm not going to say that. But I just know, I knew that as a child. And I think as an adult, we talking about like your purpose in your life. I think that's why I like doing that though. It's not a negative for me.
I feel you.
That's why I like helping people. I like volunteering. I like doing stuff like that.
That's why I like rocking with you, Steph. Yeah. Like you my co-hostess with the mostest because you can damn face yourself in the mirror. Like you know your sole purpose, what you've been doing in life to get you where you are and where you want to go in life. Like you actually know yourself.
I do. And I think sometimes people think because you do that makes you weak. Please believe.
I know how far I'm going to go.
Yes.
Like, damn, don't think it's my weakness.
Please believe it's not. Like, that's just my core. Like, I would do this to anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm picking and choosing. I would do this for anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's my passion. So don't think I'm soft for that because please believe I'm not at all.
So don't try.
Exactly.
Now, if you try and she come and say, look, such and such try me, Slug. Yeah. Hey, we gonna roll out together, yo. I'm saying you got a black outfit.
It's crazy though. But I don't know. I think we were talking about like purpose. I think that's my purpose in life. I wanted that. I'm selfless. I try to be selfless, and I really, really like helping people. That's just my passion in the whole life.
Hey, dope, man. You dope. You always be jumping ahead. Like I had stuff jotted down, but you already there. Like our selflessness, we gonna come back to it. We gonna come back to it on the back end because I got something else that involves with that. But we gonna move on to this second. I got 6 pillars. Okay. I got 6 pillars of developing and finding your life purpose. And life is me and Steph just had this conversation. Like homies in the building, like, hey, some of y'all kick it with dudes, and that's okay. That's okay. Y'all play the game, y'all do stuff. But it's like I kick it with Steph. That's my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because her perspective is a different perspective of mine because genetically we're different. I'm a man, she's a woman. But besides that, it's like our opinions do not. We can agree to disagree
all the time
and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We still learning and building within each other. So life is sit back, learn, build. Let's grow. Let's go on to pillar number 2, motivations. What have been your internal motivations that drive your behavior throughout life? What can you say, Steph, that has driven you, put the battery in your back to do the thing? Because you have a lot of accomplishments under your belt. I know you like to be humble and say, but like, y'all, Steph she did that. She was in the military and shit, yo. Like, some of y'all go to reserve. She was active. Like,
I think probably for me, it was God, the God in me, and my children. I had my children when I was 18 and 19. I had 2 kids when I was 19. So that's always been my motivation, sacrifice, and my faith.
You wanted to be a mother and a provider, and we respect that stuff. Like, it's a difference saying, I had kids young and I just accepted that, but you still said, like, I want to get up and maintain and provide a life for me and these children. And I think you've provided an excellent life for them children. Like, they're grounded. They understand life and how it works and where they fit in and how they're going to move along.
It do. I don't know. I love my kids. I think, as parents, they don't know that you need them just as much as they love you. Need you.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that. But, it's true. I don't know. I love my kids. I don't know. They teach me how to love all the time.
They supposed to. Like, I think that's part of their mission.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's some passion. What about you?
Man, I aspire to inspire. Like, I want the generations that come behind me, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and all that, to understand, like, hey, I really came from the bottom, though. And I think that, the underdog story, he had nothing. He wasn't expected to have anything. And it's still like, I don't feel I'm where I should be, but I'm going to get there, though. Because I'm going to keep my head down and I'm going to be consistently grinding and getting there. But on top of all that is the evolution of a man and shit. Because I seen my grandfather and my great-grandfather. And I know my dad, like, personally. And I know he instilled in me things to be better than him, so I got to keep instilling those things and setting up the infrastructure or the network for generations to come after me to actually prosper.
You think that's important? Like, I think we was talking about this. I think Journey was on the episode when we was talking about how men and women to teach, like little black boys and, how to be a man. Like, do you think that's important? Do you think we do that as black people? Women too. Like when you, not just your children, but other people's children.
I said it, like, I reference back to when I said, like, you actually be trying to teach your daughters how to cook, and you actually, when they fix you something to eat, you actually judge it and, giving them pointers and everything, because it's like that's part of the tradition that you want to teach, pass down to them.
Yeah, but not just for my kids. I'm talking about for all kids.
All kids in general.
Yeah, I think that's important. Like, I think that, like,
yeah, I'm gonna retract my statement and shit. Like, I remember what I originally said on that podcast. Y'all can go back to season 1. It's somewhere in there. You can listen to all the season 1 if you want to.
I don't remember what we said. I don't remember. You remember what you said or something?
Yeah, I do remember what I said.
I don't remember what you said.
I said that I wasn't gonna try to teach such and such son, because if I reprimand him or do something to him, she gonna run up in my face saying, like, Slug, you shouldn't have said that, or you shouldn't have. That's my,
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember that.
That's that's the mind frame that our community has.
Yeah.
But I feel like that, me myself, I think it takes a village to raise a child. So
I agree with that. Because I know when I was younger, like the adults, you respect the adults just because, grandmas and aunts and stuff like that. Like, if I got in trouble, if Miss Odell saw me, I'm gonna get in trouble because Miss Odell gonna say something. And they gonna tell my grandma, and my grandma gonna tell my mama. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was. Nowadays, you can't say nothing to somebody's child. They cursing, they disrespectful. They don't say yes, ma'am or no, ma'am.
And it's crazy though, because when we talked about this episode, you said the same thing. Like, I remember this episode, yo. I don't know why I do, but I remember this episode. And you said the same thing, so I know you actually truly mean that, like, because
it is, it really is. And I mean, because I know for me as an adult, I've said, like, without instinct, done said something to other kids. You know, not my kids, somebody else's kids. Like, that's an adult. Like, I say that because that's how I was raised. You don't disrespect no adult, period. No matter who they are. They are adult. So that's just what it is.
Like you said, Miss Odell and all that.
Yeah.
They actually did things. They ain't just talk about it.
Exactly.
And I think I'm not pointing fingers at our generation. Lifers. I'm not pointing fingers at you either. But I just feel like it's a lot of talk. There's a lot of, I'm going to do this and I do that. But when it really get down to the get down, you ain't doing what you saying you doing.
Exactly. And that's true. You could tell. You can tell how the kids are.
Yeah.
What they doing. Everybody got guns. Like, you fight, they rob. You could tell. Ain't nobody getting their ass whooped. That's the problem.
Exactly, yo. Because that's the whole thing with me. Like, the biggest part is showing up. I ain't talking about bringing no gun with you. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about bringing no knife with you. It's just showing up and saying, okay, this is what I stand on. This is who I am. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, you could either take it or leave it. You gonna whoop my ass, or damn, I'm gonna whoop your ass. But damn, now it's like bang bang, yo. I'm talking about it's children out here dying in these streets now, yo. And it ain't even, you know how it used to be. Oh, that's some Richmond, or that's some Danville, or that's some Lynchburg or Farmville. Like, it wasn't locally, but now locally, like, children is damn coming up dead behind. They had a disagreement with somebody of their own age.
That's crazy. Did you see what happened in Richmond this weekend?
Man.
Did you hear? I was just
Iraq.
Man, what are we talking about?
Iraq, yo. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Life purpose and decision. Like, some of these people is out here making long-term decisions off of emotion. And you can't make lifers. You can't make long-term decisions off of emotions. Like, you can't do it.
You can't. 100 shots. They said over 100 shots.
Dropping body. Hey, blood on the pavement, yo.
Yo, what the police do? I'm not coming to that shot. I tell you what, when the bullets stop, then I'll come in.
I'll come through.
Exactly. Which 100 shots? So if you got 100 shots like that.
Yeah. I know what bullets cost.
Exactly.
I go to the range and do things like that stuff. So, hey, a nigga popping off 100 shots, that won't his only 100.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his purpose, though.
Yeah.
He had. Sometimes you just got to make a decision and go with it. Like, you can't backtrack or second guess or rethink what you did. Like, some people always say, oh yeah, maybe I don't know. Like, hell no.
Yeah.
If I feel adamantly about it, I'm going with that shit stuff.
I know that's right.
And on the back end, the last thing I want to say about motivation is you got to push through.
You do.
Sometimes when you hit that motherfucking wall, I say this shit all the time. Like, sometimes when you hit that wall, SlugWear in the building. Sometimes when you hit that wall, you got to motherfucking hit that wall and keep going.
First of all, what I'm mad about just now, that I looked over to you and how you looked at yourself like you was fly and hit yourself. I really felt some type of way.
Come on, Steph, you got to be clever, yeah. I'm a YouTuber, nigga. Like, I was there feeling myself because I'm saying
I seen it.
We being prolific.
Exactly.
Like, we actually had a good conversation. I'm sipping here and I'm about to. Hey, Steph's always said,
look,
who's still smoking cigarettes? Slug, but I'm trying to do something different, man. I'm about to quit.
No, it's crazy. But I guess that's the motivation. Sometimes it be somebody need to put a battery in your back sometimes. Pop motivation.
Yeah, motivate, yo. Hey, that Steph last message about motivation. We are going to move on. Like, y'all get the bloopers. Y'all get, because I'm going to edit all this shit out of the actual podcast. Okay.
You need to stop making me laugh because my laugh is terrible. Like,
it's cool, man. Yo, like, hey, we being organic in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
What did you say was organic?
Organic, yo. Organic, yo. I'm telling you, like, hey, the third pillar, lifers, is dreams. Who out of us are actually tuning in to their deepest and most profound dreams and aspirations for the future? Steph, do you feel like you actually tuning in? Like you feeling that vibration?
To where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah.
To
the
I think
actual
I'm on my way.
day.
I think I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'm not there, but I'm on my way.
I'm on my way, my nigga. Yeah, I feel you.
I'm a millionaire. I just ain't got my money yet.
Yeah, you ain't cashed out. Yeah. You ain't cashed. You still at the table, you know. You been to the casino, like, if you ever been to the casino, and you still at the table, you know you running it up, but I ain't when it cashed out yet. Like, that's how Steph is, yo. She about to be a millionaire. She don't even know it.
He ain't even know it.
Yeah. The one message I want to share about dreams, and I might sound a little bitter. I might sound a little bitter, but don't share your dream. Don't share your dreams with an audience that's gonna one or two things. They're either gonna be negative about your dreams, or they're gonna damn steal your dreams.
I ain't gonna say that. Ain't nobody gonna take nothing that's for me.
Hey, hold on, Steph. That's the back end of it, though. They might steal your dream, but they're not gonna be successful because they took something that wasn't theirs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I respect that. Yo, she hit me with the sidebar, and you know I had to hit her with my rebuttal.
Yeah, I'm just saying because I be feeling like I don't be like when people be like, you know, hate this and hate that. I don't care if you like me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you like me, who you think. I know who I am. I know I'm a good person. I ain't no bad person. So I don't care what nobody really say about me. I like what I say about myself is what I say, because I think from being a good person, sometimes it's hard to realize because people try to say things and you want to make you want to change your way. I don't care. People,
who you are.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a good person. I like being a good person. If you a messed up person, that's you. It's not me. I'm just a generally good person, and I treat people right. So I'm not going to change that because you are bad. I'm just
your
not.
perception.
Yeah. I'm not. I think what people like when their true self, they try to change their self for other people, and I think that's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody has shit with them. Every single person in the whole world got shit with them.
You got your shit.
And I got my shit. Exactly.
Yeah. If our shit score a line.
Yeah.
What? You working with something. But if not, you take your shit and you get on. And I'm going to take my shit and I'm going to get on.
Exactly. I'm going to wipe my own ass. So guess what?
I've been doing it for a long time. Hey, my nigga. Hey.
It is.
Hey, if you a boss, if you really think you a nigga doing it like you doing it, get you a Steph. You ain't doing shit till you got you a Steph and shit. Cause my homie, that's my homie, nigga. Like my homie a check, my nigga. Like,
you know what's crazy is that I sit here and I cut loose and I talk to you. I talk to most people that I do talk to most people. Like I don't know. It's just I don't know. I think people judge people too much. I think
I'm thinking friend a cool ass nigga. Like damn.
Yeah.
If friend damn can have a conversation with you, I'm hoping you keep it with friend like you keep it with me and shit, yo. Like the whole 100 and shit, though.
But I don't know. I just think people judge people too much. That's the whole thing. I think me and my one of my friends talk about this all the time. People judge people so much that people are not comfortable being themselves. They're not.
No.
And I think
they
that's
hide it. They tuck it off though.
It's I'm talking about even like people that's like you're close to. Like it's like, dang, I can't say
them
that.
the ones you had it with the most.
Yeah, like I can't do this.
Like I think you said the conversation. Maybe we was in a sex talk conversation. You was like, "Oh boy," and it resonated with me. I ain't gonna say why, but it resonated with me. But damn, you said he would talk to you more than he talks to his significant other.
Yeah.
And that made me damn think, like, why would a man do something like that? And it's because he hides his true self from the woman he loves most, or he claims to love most. But at the end of the day, how could he love her the most when he's truly hiding who he is?
You know, I always said, I told you, I think we talked about a couple episodes. I was saying, I think that when people get in a relationship, or I guess a marriage, like they start judging each other. And I promise, and it's like, that's what I could say. What I honestly could say when I was married, like, I can honestly say this man was honest with me. I can't say, I cannot believe this. No,
the shit you do, nigga, but then
I cannot say that. I think I was more attracted to the fact that he was telling me fucked up shit, and he was honest about it. Yeah. I promise. I was more like, what? Who tells somebody that? I think that made me more like him more.
At the end of the day, I did that shit. Fuck it. Like,
exactly, right? And that's crazy. But when somebody is really giving you the truth and you accept it and you like, dang. Like,
don't judge them on the back end.
You can't.
Don't say that I expected more of this or more of that out of you. When
absolutely, I could say that, and what I realized, it was something about me that I had a problem with. It wasn't him, because he was honest as a mug. You know.
No doubt.
It was something about me. Like, dang, you know. But I don't know. At the end of the day, you live and you learn. And if you don't learn it, it's going to keep happening until you learn it.
Hey, you just moved us into pillar number 4 stuff. Like, I don't even have to work on transitions anymore, y'all. Yo, she do it for me. Lifetime experiences.
Oh, God.
When you experience something in a lifetime, do you actually pick up the clues? Do you actually think through the things that have happened and say that, okay, it's a lesson to be learned in this?
I think you do, but like I said, I think if you don't learn the lesson, it's gonna keep happening until you learn it. Like I really think that's true, whether it be good or bad.
It's karma. It's gonna repeat.
Yeah, you put out what you get, no matter what. If you putting out good, you get good. If you putting out bad, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It's automatic.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, let me ask you the sidebar. Do you think most interesting people have had an effed up life? I'm gonna ask you this because you like me. Like, I meet a lot of people along my journey, and the people that I meet, like the most interesting people, they've had something happen to them. They've actually had some tragedies and some triumphs, and it's like most people that I meet, they've had an effed up life, and it make their story as interesting as mine.
I think you're right, but I think it depends on how you're raised. Like, I think, like, as somebody who didn't grow up with money, I'll probably be like, people with money, they got it made. But then people that would got money probably be like, I always had money, so it won't excite me. I don't know. I want to know how somebody was poor. You know what I'm saying? So I guess you really, life. Yeah. So you really can't say, you know, money is everything, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying too.
Yeah.
It's the different side of the coin.
It's
the other end of the spectrum.
Absolutely, that's what it is. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just like all the people that I ever met and I really want to have a convo with, they done had them. They got a story, like you know, but they don't like. It ain't that motherfucker that's boisterous and want to tell their story all the time. It's that person that you slide in. Yeah, y'all both in the comfort zone. Like, y'all really had a convo. And it's like, damn, hey, this my story. This your story. Like, okay, I understand. Like, we shared that because we was in the comfort of someone that we realized had a story. So that's the only reason I mention those type of people. But let's slide on to pillar number 5. Steph, have you ever woke up and said you're going to create the ideal you? And when I say the ideal you, it's like the person that you envision. I'm going to revert back to the last question. That then triumphed over tragedy. That then really been through something and experienced a lifetime of I'm self-made. ain't nobody put me nowhere. Ain't nobody put me in no position that I haven't put myself in.
I think you got to do that every day. And ain't nobody is more harder on myself than me.
Yeah. Because you're able to evaluate and analyze who you truly are.
Yeah.
So it's like for me to put myself on the path to where I want to go.
Exactly.
I gotta get me there. Like ain't nobody else gonna motivate me to get me there. Cause I'm looking at these mere humans and saying, you don't even know how it feels to play at the level that I play at.
Yeah, I mean it's a plus if your circle tight and your circle on it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's a plus, yeah.
But hey, I want a Chadwick circle. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Like,
and even though too, even if your circle is, if you don't do it yourself, it still ain't gonna happen.
Exactly, yo. I think that was like from this topic right here. Like the only statement I had to make, felt like that was worthwhile making was, once you develop your ideal self, you have to believe. You got to believe that's who you are. Mm-hmm. Like you can't look for anyone else to validate you. You can't look for anyone else to pat you on the back and say, okay, I see you.
I used to always second, well I still do now, like second guess myself. I used to be like, oh my God, why do I do, like a certain thing all the time? I keep doing it. And it wasn't bad that I still did it. It was like I had to accept the fact that what I was doing. I can't say nothing about nobody else, but I have to accept my own shit first.
Exactly.
My own shit first. And be like, well, I can't believe. No, you can believe it because what? That's what's happening.
Right.
Like,
I thought this up in my mind. I conjured this plan.
And then get mad with somebody else because you doing the same shit you been doing.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I say you had your own objective.
Exactly.
You had your own agenda and shit, yo. Like that. Hey, Steph, that I think as I grow in my wisdom, as my wisdom comes.
Yeah.
Like that's something that I'm learning to realize. Like, hey, motherfuckers go do what the fuck they want to do.
They going to.
And they have their own plan and objective and agenda. And it's like, I gotta understand that because I got my own.
It is.
Hey, we can wrap this shit up, man. We be talking these lifers' heads off, man. Hey, I'm glad you came through. I needed this therapy, nigga.
I needed it too.
Hey, a high caller. This is the sixth pillar. We wrapping it up with this. When I speak of the high calling, I think of this as being the deepest part. Your innermost being. How you figure out your meaningfulness for life. Steph, you figure out your highest, most calling yet?
I say it all the time. It's helping people. That's for mine.
But you're not a fixer though.
Huh?
You not a fixer. Like we argue. You give me.
But that's my passion though. So that's like
Steph, you give me slack about this all the time though. You be like, I'm not a fixer. Don't be telling everybody I'm a fixer. But you come back and say now your highest, most calling is to damn help people out.
So, well, when I say that, okay, I like this is what I like. I like being a motivator. Like I'm gonna sit there and I'm talking to you. If I'm talking to you for the most part, I'm gonna talk to you and want to bring life into you. Like if we're talking, I can see if I hang around with you, I see what you're good at. I see, and I'm gonna motivate you to that in your life. Like if you are a hairstylist, I'm gonna be like, girl, you always, that shit is good. You need to do something. Like I'm gonna do
Post
that.
More pictures.
But, yeah, but what I'm saying for me, especially if you're in my circle and I love you, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. And I think if you see something in me that you see that, you're supposed to do the same thing to me, right? If that's my circle, and I think that for people, I'm not gonna never be a hater and be like, I'm not gonna ever be that because I want everybody to be good. Because you never know who you need in life.
Yeah, because when we jumped off and had this episode and you said selflessness.
Yes.
I was like, this was my question and my rationale for actually saying like my higher calling is to be self. Like I don't want to think about self. I don't want to add self into the equation, because if you really think about it, how minute as an individual we are in our existence. Like the world is so much bigger than our problems and what we got going on. Like we all should be here using our energy, moving in a certain frequency to make things accomplish
for each other.
Yeah,
exactly. It is. I mean, why not? Why not? Everybody always talking about, so I want to be happy. I want to be happy. But if you see somebody sad, you don't even give a fuck. Like, you know, that's not.
Steph, watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bleep that one.
Yeah. Hey, come on, man. And I got the video going like, Steph, watch your mouth. Like, we on YouTube now. Like, I don't record Steph, y'all.
I'm sorry.
I want to put Steph on, y'all, because damn, she looks a whole lot better than me. But damn, we need to uplift each other.
As people, not black, green, red, purple, orange. It doesn't matter. You human.
Hey, if you human, like people love the animals, people love this, and people have their own genre of love. But if you just love another human, I feel like the world would be a better place. And
if you are alien and you here and you want to be peace too, we love you too.
Yeah. All right, come fuck with me. We gonna market. You the first alien that came out, yo. We gonna market that, yo. You can come over here to SlugLife, and we gonna put you on. We can give you a book contract and everything. Last thing I want to say before we slide stuff is, what about returning to nature? Do you think as humans we need to return to nature?
Absolutely.
Hey, man, y'all see me. I smoke. I drink. I do things I shouldn't, but I still feel like that when you return to nature, you draw a certain energy. You become more balanced. Hey, everyone, take off your shoes and actually go out and walk on the grass. And if you live somewhere where there is no grass, please holler at me. I can send you some cuttings and you can grow you some grass in the shout. Steph, anything you want to say to the people before we slide?
Talk to you next time.
Peace and light. Peace and life.